Hi again, everybody. It's only me, Wushu Richard, and welcome back once again. Isn't it funny how I think it's really funny how me and most people seem to often find that there's like something to say and nothing to say. Okay? In this particular video, okay, I want to say that I thank you for watching all my videos, guys. Always, okay, whether it be my training videos, my like martial arts, type videos, my talk videos, my raps and stuff, and also my animation, okay, cartoons that I'm working seriously hard on now, which I love. Excuse me, which I love to do. When I'm not working or when I'm not busy with other stuff, I'm always focusing on my animation and cartoons. Okay, I do my training, my martial arts stretching and stuff in the mornings, and I do my cartoon work whenever I can, my free time. Now, I want to say, okay, before we begin today's topic, I want to say that I'm planning two videos here, two talk videos, okay? Earlier on, I was outside and I also made two new Kung Fu lesson type videos for you for training, so I hope you enjoy those videos also. But here and right now, I'm going to make two talk videos, so let's begin this first one, okay? It's like this. Recently, I made a video talking about violence. I've done that quite a few times, talking about how violence is no good for anyone. But today I was watching some stupid, and I mean stupid, video once again about the UFC. Now, I don't want to keep putting down the UFC and MMA to like get on anyone's nerves just because I don't like it. I hate it. But I want to say this, okay? There's young people out there, and a lot of young people and people in general in this day and age, this generation right now, not only do they have little to none, when it comes to experience and knowledge of true traditional old martial arts and what it was all about, but all they know is this new sport fighting, MMA and UFC type stuff. But not only that, okay, but also I really feel that it's not doing any good. I mean, it's really it just breeds violence. It just breeds. It just glorifies violence and glorifies ignorant, competitiveness in a way that grows ego in people. People, they want to be larger than life. It's like, not only the fights themselves, it's not even the fights themselves, it's not even about sport fighting, no matter how brutal even, it's not even about the sport fighting. I'm not even talking about here either, because they've chosen to do that, fair enough, and they do their own arts, and fair enough, I don't like a lot of the arts that they train in the UFC. I prefer the traditional martial arts. And fair enough, I'm not even talking about the actual fighting aspect here, because they've chosen to go in and beat the hell out of each other, and it's accepted by the majority, and it's going to get them money, so that's what it's all about. But what I'm trying to say is, they do that. I'm not even talking about that here, though, the fighting and the brutality, and I'm not even talking about the technique, the technicality of how they fight. What I'm trying to say here, though, is the actual ego and what comes with it. These, what do you call it, press conferences that you see for the UFC often, and that guy in the middle, what's his name, Dana White, the guy who's like running it, the guy, I think that's his name, right, the bald-headed guy, the big tough-looking guy, fattish guy, but they always have like these press conferences where the two fighters who are weighing in or whatever, or they're coming in to like talk, answer a few questions. They have tables, and they sit there, and there people in the audience ask questions, and it's like they're like preparing for before any big major fights that they have, in the UFC. They go there and the same as like boxing in a way, but they go there, and they stand there and they just act macho, basically. They act macho, and they just talk crap about each other, about the other guy, and they talk so greatly and highly of themselves and try to advertise themselves, like, I'm the champion, I'm the best damn, human being, fighter in the world, and the other guy's crap, and it's all about ego, and there's no way you can look at it and be honest and humble and say to yourself that. There's no way you can say that is, honest and humble, like, it's up to them. They do it because they've got the passion for the sport, or they've got, there is honour in it. No, because they take all that honour and glory away. You know what I mean? It's like, It's like they just advertise it. The way they do it, any hope of having any kind of respect for them is just even washed away just from their antics, the way they carry on their actions in their words. Now, just earlier on, I just watched a video, moments ago, I just watched a video on Yahoo about Conor McGregor. Now, I know people that, I won't mention any names, but I know friends of mine who've liked Conor McGregor for things about his training, and there's a lot of people that do like him because he's one of the best fighters in the UFC apparently, but he's an Irish guy, okay, but it's not the thing though, I'm not even talking about this. What I'm saying is, some of these people have been, tested and found guilty of, taking steroids and certain enhancement, unnatural drugs and things for their training, which is no good, like steroids and stuff. It's disgusting. But it's not even that. It's also the way they carry on. They're so damn fake. It just breeds. You might say, well, it's okay because it's within that world and it's all entertainment. It's just within the MMA, But it's like, I don't know, wrestling, WWF, WWF, WWE, WCW. That's going back a bit, right? But I'm just saying, like back then, that was like, I mean, for young kids, I guess they could probably pick up ego from watching something like that. But you see what I'm saying? But I'm saying for this MMA and UFC, it's like real, stuff, and these people are really beating blood out of each other. But to young people watching, like young kids, high school to like teens into the college, years, and young, you know what I mean, kids, and then just young people in general, okay, college students or whoever, you can get the wrong damn idea of that when they see that, and it's like when they see someone talking all that crap and squat. I saw some stupid stuff. The guy, like Conor McGregor, the other guy was talking a load of shit to the guy. The guy come in, they just bad mouthing each other. What was that good? I mean, do you really, how do you feel when you see someone just bad mouthing another person? You might say they're competitors, they're professional sports athletes in any kind of sport. But if it was like basketball players, doing that, what would you think? But I'm saying, you might say it's violence, you might say it's a fight, and fair enough, Mike Tyson was the way he was, and even Bruce Lee, not like that as such. But I'm trying to say, people do have their personas and their characters about them, But I'm just saying, most of the stuff I see in the UFC and the MMA, you get humbler ones who carry themselves more humble. I guess a lot of it is like fake, it's put on for the cameras, obviously. A lot of them probably are more humble in the beginning. Later on, they become more like animals. I think it's like where it's not even about that, It's not even about that. I think they feel that if you just be humble and nice and all that, people aren't going to take you seriously. They want to see the wildness. People heated up and fired up, They've got to do it. It's part of the thing. It's part of the whole clown act, Basically, that's what I basically see it. Like people going in there to see the violence anyway and the fighting. So it's the same. They're going to be like that in the press conferences as well. But I'm just saying, right? They're talking crap and they're just advertising themselves like, "Oh, I'm the best. I'm the best." And who wants to hear that shit, But then again, it's true. The idiots that pay for it, the people that watch this. If you like that stuff, I'm sorry. I'm just saying, people that watched it and you really support that, and you really feel it's okay. I don't glorify competition in general. It is, can be bad if you've got the wrong attitude. But I'm just saying, it's violent, like sport competition, I've never supported it. Because I don't want to see someone getting hurt, another human being. I don't want to hurt anyone either. It's violence. There's violence in martial arts. But what I'm trying to say is, it's like you learn and you train harder in the schools or in the dojo, for self-defense. So you can protect life. And also, so you can protect even having the slightest little scratch on your one human body. Nobody has the right to hurt another human being. And you shouldn't be a fool trying to get yourself in, trying to prove yourself like that and get into fights just to prove. No, that's ridiculous. It's like running in the street, running through cars and seeing if you can't, doing parkour, free running in the middle of a busy motorway. I mean, just to prove and show the adrenaline rush. Is that crazy? Risking it? You know what I mean? What you get these people who do stupid stunts and stuff end up getting killed. You know, being real, you know, you know what I'm saying? We've got to be more real for life. Martial art, true martial arts is about helping yourself in life to live a more better and more safe, logical, wise and healthy life. It's not about, you know, putting on a show, comparing yourself with others, hurting others, or putting yourself in harm's way and then trying to feel big that you've saved yourself from getting hit, you know. Regardless of, oh, you've got a few broken ribs, a broken nose, or a few broken noses, you know, black eyes, and you've been through a lot and you won the world title, or you won the world championship. What the hell is that? That's some fucking piece of material, some belt that someone's put round you. What's that? All that is a piece of fucking material, man. It's made from, I don't know, plastic. I don't care if it's made from gold. All that is a fucking element that comes from the ground. Money's papers on trees. It's all just ideas in the mind. And you might say it's power to the people, the power and how society works, but let's face it, you've been a robotic lemming for people if you're carrying like that. You can live a more peaceful life. They say the best things in life are free. You know, I'm going to probably say it's true, but I don't want to get off on one. You've got to work it out for yourself. Where's the real peace? Logic in your brain, for damn sake. When you're at home, eating something or having a nice cup of tea like I like, whatever you do, you know what I mean? Think about it, you know. Do you really need to be the world champion out there in the world? Do you really give a damn, well, so-and-so's looking down on me or offending me in some way? People's mindsets are so damn weak and they just spew verbal garbage. You just, you know, and this kind of entertainment is just breeding it, you know. It's saying it's okay to be like that. Young people don't have a clue about what is really strong and what's weak. And that's what happens in this modern day and age anyway. A lot of young people, I don't mean to keep saying young people, but I mean I have to, because we learn. The younger we are, we grow up and learn from what the world is made around us by the adults, right? So the young people growing up see this stuff on the TV. You know, I've told you before, we've got lots of good technology. I support technology. I love all that, you know, computers, movies and all that. But what I'm trying to say is, you know, including games and software, it's all good. But what I'm trying to say is, people are just brainwashed. These young people on their phones pressing buttons like, oh, a zombie, you know, and they just, when they see this kind of violence and stuff, they think that's the real world. It's like me, you know me, I love the rap music and the hip hop and all that. Fair enough, I'm a white guy, fair enough, for fuck's sake, and I speak Chinese most of the time here as well. So, but I'm not trying to play around with human beings. And what I'm trying to say is we are, you know, inspired by different art and stuff of different cultures and different meaningful, I don't know, whatever connects with our emotions with human beings. But we should be positive and not negative. If it's some stupid crap about gang crime and gang culture, well, there's nothing good about that. All this fake stuff, bling bling, and people with chains around their necks and putting some show on and they're acting a fucking fake ass way because they're afraid of being normal, because they have to be part of the crowd, otherwise they're nothing. Because I say slaving and selling your ass to the crowd is what you're doing when you do that. You speak a certain way every day. Let's face it, you speak a certain way every day, don't you? I'm sure most people, we speak a certain way every day. That is not a way we want to speak. We act a certain way. We actually control ourselves in some way when we're among people. Why? Now, if the reason is because you're afraid of what people think about you or what they this or that, then there's something wrong there. That means we are acting insane. And if you're really not insane on the inside, then why would you waste your whole life acting like a fucking insane? You don't feel happy with yourself, or do you really feel happy? Wouldn't you rather feel totally relaxed and you could just be normal, nice and humble? Yeah, the world might shit on you, but screw it. You know, you don't have to sell yourself to them. You don't have to prove yourself to everybody like that. And for what? What do you get from this proving yourself to them? You know. Oh, you win. In that they won't discriminate you and put you down anymore, or you win because they tell you you're something great. It's nothing. You know what I mean? I don't care if they give you money. So I'm saying you need to work out what's real in your life, you know. So I'm not going to go into detail, but you know what I'm saying? A lot of young people see all this crap and they believe it. And anyway, earlier on I saw violence again. I'm just using the UFC, this thing, for an example, because I saw this UFC video press conference, the same as usual, same old crap with the way these guys do, and they keep putting each other down. There was men and there was women on there. There was a couple of women, I don't know where they come from, maybe Russia or some other country. They had a strong accent, but it doesn't matter. But there was men fighters on there and the women as well. But Conor McGregor and another guy, Conor McGregor was going mad. He nearly chucked a chair at someone, you know. Yeah, it's not wrestling. This was like on the press conference, MMA, UFC, nearly chucked a chair. Dana White was trying to split him up, although I don't know what he was thinking. Oh my God, my reputation. And then the two women. You should have seen the two women. They were two snarling bitches. I don't even want to say that word about that woman, but it's the way it was carrying on. Two women. One woman put her face right up against the other one's face. The two of them in the press conference, and she headbutted the girl. She headbutted her. And it was like, and then they're speaking crap about the other one while they was going away, and they're flashing their belts and stuff. It's just so ugly. And I'm looking at it, and I said to my friend on an email, I said, "It's the biggest bunch of clowns I've ever seen." This is not reality, guys. Anybody watching this? This does not stand for true martial arts. This is not what martial arts is about at all. No essence of it at all in there. That's pure ridiculousness, okay? Even if you see those antics in traditional martial art type, so-called traditional martial art tournaments as well, that's still not part of it. I'm telling you, ego will get you nowhere in life. Humbleness is the true power. Your patience, calm, reality. Focus on what you're doing in your life. Be real. And I want to just say, it was absolutely ridiculous. That was ridiculous, okay? So just be logical, okay? I'm going to stop this video now and see what's right for yourself. I mean, do you really like watching pigs? Ego won't get you anywhere. Be real in your life. That's all I can say. I'm going to stop this video now, and I'm going to make another video, okay, for you talking about Donald Trump and what's going on with that. See you in the next video.